What is going on, guys? This is Miasin, and today I'm back with an unusual video. So it's going to be a Cyber Dragon OTK combo video, not the kind of thing that I usually do because I'm a big fan of the trap version myself. But this deck is actually still pretty interesting, and it got more indirect support, whereas the trap version didn't really get anything new as of lately. And the new card that actually really helps this deck a lot is Duality. Now, I'm going to go into details of what this card really does and bring for the deck very soon. But before this combo video starts, my man, you already know the drill. Friendly reminder to smash two beautiful buttons, alright? I'll introduce you to them. The first one is the like button, alright? And then the second one is the subscribe button. Thank you very much. If we can get 1,000 likes, I will be making a beautiful live stream on this deck. And your live streams on Cyber Dragon. Who wants to miss that? Nobody. So now that this is out of the way, let's get right into combo number 1 out of 5. Alright, so I have to play against a Fenrir and a Nibiru, which is going to be a joke because my hand is pretty good even though I don't have like Cyber Dragon core access or machine dupe or anything. And this is like what differs me from like everyone else who plays Cyber Dragons. They always assume that they draw the nuts, and I always assume that I draw garbage. So this hand's not necessarily the best, but I can make anything work. Don't worry about it. Nibiru against this deck, absolute joke to me. So Cyber Dragon and Clockwork Knight can break pretty much like gigantic boards of like 10 monsters, as long as there's no like real negates that would actually threaten you here. And then Duality is going to be what finishes off your opponent. So you're gonna go activate the Clockwork Knight and then special summon the Cyber Dragon, Contact Fuse for Chimeric Fortress Dragon, and you're actually gonna go into battle phase. Now you may be thinking, how can this be an OTK if all you're doing is attacking with a Chimeric Fortress Dragon? Well, my dear friend, I have a quick play spell card in my hand, and can you imagine a way I could actually inflict 5,500 damage to my opponent during the battle phase? Well, by using Duality, I can tribute a light or dark monster, and then special summon one light or dark monster with the same original type and level, but different original attribute from your hand or extra deck. Extra deck. And even in the graveyard, it has a really relevant effect, so I can banish it, as well as shuffle back a light and dark monster in my grave into the deck in order to draw one card. So that's actually really nasty. It's basically very reminiscent to Chaos Space. I take that any day of the week. So yeah, tribute the Chimeric Fortress and then summon Cyber Twin Dragon. Let's freaking go. Zane Shoesdale represent actually legitimately killing people with Cyber Twin Dragon in 2023. How freaking badass is that? Unironically doing that. It's not even like I want to play Cyber Twin Dragon just for the style points. It's something that I would actually do competitively because this is the best monster that you can summon. Well, to be fair, it's like the only monster that I can summon off of Duality using Chimeric Fortress Dragon. So that is absolutely freaking badass. And just like that, I can kill my opponent with no normal summons and a very weak hand. And I still have 3 cards to play with. And Nibiru is an absolute joke because I'm only summoning 2 monsters on the main phase and the 3rd monster on the battle phase. So even if I summoned 4 monsters on my main phase and then the 5th in battle phase, I'm still completely immune to Nibiru. But that is it for combo number 1. This is absolutely nothing. Let's get right into more elaborate and fun combos. Alright, so this time all I have is Cyber Dragon and Duality. I no longer have Clockwork Knight. However, my opponent actually does have a monster on the field, and that is really what's going to set me up here, because if he didn't have anything, this would have been a little slightly impossible since Cyber Dragon kind of can't really summon itself otherwise, and that's the reason why Cyber Dragon is not really good against trap decks because they have a tendency to not even summon any monsters, but against these kind of decks, oh my god, it's a free real estate. So yeah, you're going to be going special summon Cyber Dragon and then tribute it to summon what? Chimeric Rampage Dragon. So not only Duality is a way to actually, OTK your opponent, but on top of that, you can use it in order to summon a card that unbricks your engine. So you can send Hertz and Core in order to get your Core and then Overflow or Cyberload or whatever, or Hertz and Nexture in order to get back the Nexture and then revive back the Cyber Dragon. And I think you can already see where this is going. 12,600. My favorite number in Cyber Dragons. Do you know why? 21 multiplied by 2 is 42, 42 multiplied by 3 is 12,600 damage. I know all the maths of this deck by heart, and this is exactly what I'm going to be doing in 2 seconds. So Mega Fleet or Fortress away the monster that bothers me, and then I'm going to be linking off for Seeger. I have a light and a dark monster in the grave, meaning that I can go Duality effect in order to shuffle 2 of them in my deck, and then draw 1 card for absolutely free. I mean, it's free value, and on top of that, I was able to get Chimeric Rampage Dragon into an OTK, just using Cyber Dragon and 1 spell card. That is absolutely crazy. This is even better than drawing Machine Dupe with like Cyber Dragon Core at this point, because again, I still have my normal summon, and I was able to draw 1 card and kill my opponent. Absolutely remarkable. That's it for combo number 2. And I think I managed to prove to you guys how fantastic of a card Duality is But let's try to see some other combos that this deck can do. Alright, so anyone who subscribed to my channel already would probably know that this hand can make Cyber Dragon Infinity, but a lot of people might not really see the sequencing, how to get there. How do you get 2 level 5s to overlay into Nova? It looks very complicated, and if you don't know a lot of Link monsters, this might be completely impossible, but I don't really have any I don't have to play any Garnets in order to get there. It's a completely clean combo that involves only the cards that you're seeing here, as well as Cyber Dragon. So normal summon the Hurts and then special summon the Fear, and this is where I'm going to be link summoning into a very unique monster that a lot of people don't know, and that's a Puzzlomino, the drop and deleter. Now the Hurts is going to be searching the Cyber Dragon, and I'm going to go Nextra effect, very specifically to the Puzzlomino zone, and I'm going to be going Chainlink 1 next to revive back the Cyber Dragon, and then Chainlink 2 Puzzlomino effect, since a monster was special summoned to the zone it points to, I can declare a level from 1 to 8, and the monster special summon to it, to the zone, becomes the level that I declared. So in other words, Nextra becomes level 5, and I'm gonna have a Cyber Dragon 2 seconds, meaning that I can overlay into Nova, and then revive back anything from the grave, preferably Hurts, because it's gonna be recycling back the Nextra in order to give me a follow-up, and then I can level up into Infinity, potentially a Zeus if I really want to, so that's really, really fantastic. The fact that you can do that with a pretty weak hand, I'm gonna say. And obviously, if we had Anaconda, this would be a 13,100 damage, because you would have Verte Anaconda, as well as a Rampage that can attack thrice. But that is no longer the case. We no longer have Verte Anaconda, meaning that Overload Fusion is now way worse. But that's it for this one. Let's get right into combo number 4. Alrighty, so another combo, and this time I, again, do not have Cyber Dragon Core. Very unfortunate. I keep breaking, man, but my hand is still playable. I have Cyber Dragon Hurts, Overflow, and Levineer. And I'm going up against an Appaloosa for 4, which is a joke to me, as well as whatever else, nothing really relevant. So, special summon Cyber Dragon and then make the Mega Fleet, normal summon the Hurts. I'm going to link off into Seeger. And the biggest trap that people might fall into is use the effect of Hurts here. You don't do that. That is really bad. So I'm going to be setting the Overflow, I know, and then banish everything in my grave. So the Mega Fleet as well as the 2 Sidras in order to use the effect of Levineer to destroy 2 cards on the field. And the Overflow is one of the cards I'll be destroying because I'm really trying to search Cyberload Fusion right now. And I can fuse using the Cyber Dragons that I banished for Levineer. The crazy synergy is unreal here. Levineer can also be searched by Dark when you destroy it, and you can easily summon Dark by using the Chimera-Tech monsters. So you can search the Levineer with only Cyber Dragon cards. That is, again, something that people never really think of. And now that I have Rampage access, I can kill my opponent because I'm going to be sending the Hurts and Core, now going to be getting back the Core, just as a safety precaution in case I can't kill my opponent. And then attack, 3 times, and that's it, that's all. You are dead, my friend. Alright, combo number 5, the final one. But before proceeding into the 5th and final combo, friendly reminder to smash the like and subscribe button. I appreciate you guys so much, and now let's proceed. So, this is actually an OTK. I know, it's crazy, man, through a Chi-Jiao as well as Baron, and again, no Cyber Dragon Core. I'm so bad at this game. But you have to adopt a pessimistic mentality where you assume the worst case scenario and you deck build for the worst case scenario instead of assuming that you're always going to have, core machine dupe and everything is going to be Happy Land, because in reality, things are not really Happy Land. You're going to be seeing hands like these and you're going to be wondering how do you play them out. And my goal is to help you guys out with these awkward hands. And this can kill your opponent in case your opponent negates the first Clockwork Knight. So that's what's going to be happening. And then I'm going to be using the effect in the graveyard in order to search the Regulus and discard the Hurts, search Cyber Dragon. And what am I going to do now? So special summon the Cyber Dragon, activate Clockwork Knight, fuse with only 1. Again, the average player would probably fuse with 2 monsters, but I don't do that. And now Regulus effect, get back Cyber Dragon. And now what can we do? Oh, this was so fast, but Cyber Dragon, even in the spell and trap zone, is still Cyber Dragon, and I can use it to make a Chimera-Tech Fortress using my opponent's Baron de Fleur, and that way I have double Fortress and a Regulus, and since all of my machine monsters gain 500 attack, I actually have enough for game. So 25, 25, 33, that is 8,300 damage on board. Absolutely freaking crazy. My opponent can have 6 monsters on the field, and I contact fuse everything away, so it really doesn't matter. You cannot have a wall of just irrelevant monsters against Clockwork Knight. It doesn't change anything. And, people can even have, their rival Cyberus Ignister in the extra monster zone. It's gonna do nothing. I can make Mega Fleet. This deck is well equipped to beat absolutely everything. So that's it for this combo video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.